What if I told you there are dresses that are stealing your youth, elegance, and even your height without you even knowing it? If you are over 50 and petite, this video is for you. It's not your body, it's not your age. It's those clothes you used to love that are now dimming your sparkle. Today I'm revealing the 7 dresses you should remove from your wardrobe immediately, and at the end I'll show you how to replace them without losing style or comfort. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover can transform your image and instantly give you back the radiance you deserve. Dress number 7. Stiff, motionless dresses. My dear queen, I want you to imagine your body as a soft, harmonious melody. Now, how would that melody look if you placed it inside a cardboard tube? It wouldn't move, it wouldn't breathe, it wouldn't stir emotions. Well, that's exactly what happens when we wear clothes made of stiff fabrics, heavy materials, and with no natural drape. Many times we choose these types of cuts thinking they give structure or hide. But the result is the opposite. A blocked silhouette, lacking flow, and even outdated. And that doesn't represent your maturity, your beauty, or your vitality. You are not a static figure. You are alive, and your clothing should reflect that. The most beautiful thing about a mature woman is her ability to move freely, to express herself with her body, to feel comfortable in her own skin. And a dress that doesn't move with her, that stays stiff while she moves through life, ends up being an obstacle, not a garment. We've already gone through enough difficult stages. Clothing should not be another one. Flowing fabrics not only feel better, they make you look better. A soft crepe or quality cotton with a nice drape can transform your figure in seconds. It adapts delicately, highlights your subtle curves, and follows your steps with elegance. That way you don't just walk, you glide. And best of all, you'll feel more like yourself. So, what does work? Look for a cut that adapts to your curves or has movement, like dresses with A-line skirts that allow you to move freely while respecting and complementing your body with elegance. We cannot forget that the perfect complement to this type of dress is a blazer, which, thanks to its structure, can help you appear visually taller when combined with one of these dresses. Queen, try stepping out of your comfort zone. I tell you this because I lived it. The first time I left behind a stiff dress for one with a nice drape, it felt like my body sighed with relief. It was as if my clothes finally understood who I am today. I was no longer confined, I was free. And yes, I looked in the mirror and recognized myself as more elegant, more confident, more me. From that day forward, I understood that a dress is not meant to squeeze you. It's meant to accompany you. And when you choose one that flows with you, my dear queen, something inside you begins to flow too. Did you think this was the worst one? Wait until you see the next. It's even more impactful. But first, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the advice and tips that will elevate your elegance. Dress number 6. High neck dresses. You know you have a face that has lived, that has loved, that has cried and laughed wholeheartedly. Why hide it? Dresses with very high necklines, closed up to the collarbone or even higher, seem to want to lock away that light of yours as if it were a secret. And you, queen, have no reason to hide. This type of neckline visually shortens the neck, adds visual weight to the upper body, and, worst of all, can harden your expression and take away elegance. For petite women, it is particularly tricky because it visually shortens the torso. At 60, many queens look for comfort, and in that search, sometimes the natural beauty of the neck and face gets sacrificed. But what you might not know is that showing a little neckline not only rejuvenates you, it also softens your features and adds light to your expression. The key isn't hiding, but knowing how to reveal gracefully. So what neckline does flatter you? Soft V-necks that delicately reveal the arms. Necklines that open the face, lengthen the neck, and brighten your expression without revealing too much. They are feminine, sophisticated, and liberating. You can also go for a balanced round neckline, which also has posture benefits. When you wear something that frees the neck, you naturally straighten your back, Lift your chin, and your energy completely changes. You'll walk taller, more open to the world with a confident attitude that doesn't need a single word. A garment with a well-balanced neckline will make you feel lighter, taller, more alive. Switching from a closed neckline to an open one is not just a clothing change, it's a statement. Here I am. I'm not hiding. I shine with all that I am. And that, my dear queen, has no age, only attitude. Are you enjoying these tips? Then don't miss my ebook, More Elegant Than Ever. It's a complete handbook to help you refresh your image. Link in the description. Dress number 5. Dresses with voluminous sleeves. There are dresses that try to draw attention, but not in the right way. Oversized sleeves with ruffles, pleats, or exaggerated shapes may seem striking, but what they actually do is steal the spotlight from what truly matters. You. When a petite, wise woman walks into a room, the last thing she needs is for her arms to look like bat wings. Voluminous sleeves throw off the body's proportions, make it look wider and shorten the figure. Many times these sleeves are chosen thinking they add drama or elegance, but in reality they add volume that doesn't always flatter. And if your shoulders already have some natural structure, or if your arms have changed over the years, which is absolutely normal, these sleeves will only emphasize that unnecessarily. They don't soften, they don't beautify. They just interrupt. So what does work? Simple short sleeves, 3/4 sleeves, subtle details like lace, or a discreet bell sleeve without exaggeration. This type of sleeve brings style, elegance, and proportion. They frame the arm gently, giving you lightness and balance. You don't need anything that interrupts your presence. Elegance at your age comes from proportion, from balance, from the detail that's exactly where it needs to be. Sleeves should accompany you, not dominate you. Think of it this way. Your dress is the frame, but you are the portrait. Don't let ornaments overshadow you. And something beautiful happens when the dress doesn't compete with you. You shine. Your figure looks more elongated, your movements more graceful, your style more refined. Switching exaggerated sleeves for delicate cuts may seem like a small detail, but it's a total transformation. It's the kind of change that brings you back to yourself, to your elegant, beautiful, determined, and feminine essence. You might think this is harmless, but the next one has a silent and devastating impact. Dress number 4. Color block or horizontally divided dresses. Dresses with color blocks or horizontal cuts may seem modern and eye-catching, but for a petite woman, they are often a visual trap. This type of design, which divides the body with bold stripes or contrasting sections, has a curious effect. It cuts the line of sight. And in doing so, it makes you look shorter and, in some cases, wider. An elegant petite woman doesn't need to be divided into 3 parts by a dress that doesn't understand the harmony of her figure. Those blocks, dividing the dress into sections, interrupt the body's flow and break the vertical line that helps elongate. What might seem like a style choice can end up working against your image. For years, we've been told that color cuts help define the body. But if those cuts come with contrasting colors, very defined lines, or rigid divisions, the result is the opposite. Your silhouette loses continuity, looks fragmented, and loses visual height. When a dress has several colors divided into zones, one tone for the top, another at the waist, and another in the skirt, the effect can be disastrous. It's as if your body was sectioned into pieces. But you are not a sum of parts. You are whole, a complete, strong, harmonious woman. The best solution is to choose dresses in a single color from top to bottom, without cuts or stripes that break your figure. This type of design creates a continuous visual line, which helps to elongate and refine your body effortlessly. You can also opt for dresses with draping, which works beautifully because it guides the eye downward without interruptions. The important thing is that the garment flows with you, without splitting you into sections or drawing attention to specific points. When you choose designs that respect your body's harmony, your image changes completely. You look taller, more refined, and much more confident. The day you leave behind poorly distributed colour blocks, you'll notice how your clothes start working with you, not against you. You'll look more defined, taller, and above all, more self-assured. It's not magic. It's a design created to highlight the best in you. It's fashion at the service of your beauty. If this one surprised you, what's coming next could completely change how you see yourself every day. Dress number 3. Dresses with large, disproportionate prints. Sometimes, Queen, we see a dress on the rack and fall in love with its colours, with the big flowers, with the bold designs. But once you put it on, something feels off. Has that ever happened to you? Prints that are too large can be dangerous for petite women. Huge flowers, thick stripes, bold geometric shapes. All of that can make the dress wear you instead of the other way around. I speak from experience. Every time I wore a dress with large prints, I felt like the design arrived before I did. The giant flowers, the exaggerated figures, all of that made me look shorter, as if I were lost inside the clothing. There was no balance, no shape. It was as if the dress stole the scene and my presence took second place. And a woman like you and me is not meant to be in the background. There's also something emotional here. We've been taught that cheerful means loud, but you don't need colours that scream. Your presence speaks for itself. Your maturity is the perfect tone. And the prints that accompany you should be like a good friend. Present, but never dominant. There is beauty in delicacy. In that small print that is barely noticeable, yet adds harmony, elevates without distracting. A good print can even visually correct proportions, disguise areas, and highlight the best in you. Now that's style, that's intelligence dressed well. That's why the best choice for you is small prints, polka dots, delicate flowers, vertical stripes, abstract patterns. These do harmonize with your figure, highlight your natural elegance, and add personality without overloading. A well-chosen small print can create beautiful optical illusions. Slim the waist, lengthen the body, lift the face. You don't need to shout with your clothes. It's enough for them to whisper how wonderful you are. Dressing in proportionate prints is an act of self-love. It tells the world, I know myself, I value myself, and I know exactly what makes me shine. And if you thought this was the worst dress, wait until you see what's next. Dress number 2. Dresses without a waist or with a dropped waist. This mistake, my dear Queen, is more common than you think. Many times we look for comfort, looseness, and end up wearing sack-like dresses or those with the waistline marked below the hips. The result? A shapeless, unbalanced, dull silhouette. And worst of all, it doesn't represent the energy or essence of a woman who has lived as much as you have. As we mature, many of us change physically. Softer hips, a more relaxed abdomen, and that's perfectly fine. But giving up defining the waist is giving up the figure that belongs to you. Those overly straight, loose dresses are not flattering. And it's not about having the waist you had in your 20s, but about respecting your current shape with love and style. Picture this. A wrap dress in a rich colour, like wine or red, made from a soft fabric, with a fine belt tied exactly where it should be. The V neckline lengthens the neck, and the skirt falls gracefully over your hips. This dress not only elongates, it embraces you, defines you, makes you feel like the complete woman you are. You walk and feel everything flow, your body falling into place, and your confidence walking right alongside you. Reclaiming your waist is reclaiming your center. This is not only visual, it's symbolic. Clothing that celebrates your waist reconnects you with your femininity in a subtle yet powerful way. And that never goes unnoticed. Anywhere, I promise you. The ideal is to reconnect with your natural waist, the one just below your ribs. How? With A-line cuts, wrap dresses, or pieces with details that shape without squeezing. So remember this, your waist hasn't disappeared. It's just waiting for you to acknowledge it again. Every time you choose a garment that celebrates it, with a seam or detail to define it, you're telling yourself that you still have so much to show. Enjoy and live. No matter how your body has changed, what hasn't changed and never will is your right to feel beautiful, feminine, and complete. You don't hide. You define yourself, and you do it with style, grace, and all the experience only a true queen can have. And now comes the most common, but also the one that ruins your image the most without you even realizing it. Dress number 1, overly long dresses. Here we arrive at the biggest enemy of petite women over 60, the long dress with no structure, no shape, that reaches the floor or beyond. Yes, it might look elegant in the store, but when you put it on, what it actually does is drag you down visually. It shortens your legs, hides your shoes, erases your proportions. Instead of elongating you, it makes you disappear. I know, we often wear them because we want to cover up more. But what ends up happening is that they take away height, grace, and light. A long dress can dim even the brightest soul if it's not designed with purpose. And for a woman with your life experience, what you need is not to hide, but to show yourself with balance. Long, shapeless dresses can make us feel dull, disconnected from our vital energy. They're not just uncomfortable, they're emotionally heavy. But not all maxi or long dresses are bad. You can wear long dresses as long as they don't drag on the ground and stop just at your ankle or a little above, not covering your feet, and made from a flowing fabric. The length should be balanced by a flattering shape. Picture this: a long sleeveless blue dress with a skirt that has a slight flare. The hem falls right at your ankle, showing an elegant shoe. Your posture lifts. The dress doesn't weigh you down. It moves with you, dresses you without covering you completely. And you feel dignified, light, powerful. That look not only flatters your body, it's in tune with your soul. A dress that grazes just the ankle has a silent but transformative power. It elongates your silhouette, slims your legs, and creates a vertical line that makes you look taller and more confident. That length is the perfect balance between elegance and proportion. It follows your movement with grace, just revealing the shoe. This type of dress not only flatters your body, it elevates your presence effortlessly. When you wear it, you walk differently. Taller, prouder, more you. When you find that length that respects you, something magical happens. Your legs look longer, your posture improves, your energy rises. And the whole look says, here is a woman who is confident, elegant, and beautiful in her own way. Changing a heavy, floor-length dress for one with the right length and shape is not just a style change, it's a life change. If you made it this far, drop a class in every detail in the comments so I know you're part of our community of women who shine from within. What you learned today is just the beginning. My ebook, More Elegant Than Ever, will show you how to dress for your body type, choose your best colors, and so much more. The link's in the description. And only the first ones to grab it will get all the exclusive content, because you deserve to look like a queen.